All right, let's break down the two types of communication that, believe it or not, run every single workplace. You're using them all day, every day, but really understanding the difference between them, well, that's a professional superpower. So picture this. An official email lands in your inbox. It's packed with corporate jargon about strategic realignment. It's very formal, very structured, but then, like 5 minutes later, you find out what it really means over a quick chat or in a Slack channel. So which one are you going to trust for the real story? You see, these two worlds, the official memo and that unofficial office chat, they're always happening at the same time. One's all about having a proper record and structure, and the other, that's all about speed and just human connection. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on both. Okay, first up, the formal channels. Let's go back to that official email. This is the on-the-record world of work where everything is official. You can think of formal communication as the company's official nervous system. It's all designed for order, for clarity, and really importantly, for accountability. Anything that needs to be documented and official, well, it's got to travel through these channels. It's almost like formal communication has its own personality. It's very deliberate, super professional, and totally reliable. This is the kind of information you can, quite literally, take to the bank. And hey, it's not just about bosses telling employees what to do. The information is actually designed to flow in these very specific, structured ways. You've got downward for instructions, sure, but you also have upward for feedback, horizontal for teams to collaborate, and even diagonal when you need to cut across different departments for a project. It's a pretty organized system when you think about it. And all of this structure, it's not just for show. It brings a ton of stability, right? It makes sure everyone is working from the same playbook. It gives you that paper trail when you need it, and it's absolutely crucial for coordinating complicated stuff across the whole company. But, and we've all been here, that structure can also be its biggest weakness. Waiting for 3 levels of approval, it can be painfully slow. The rules can feel super rigid, and sometimes if things are too formal, it can actually make people hesitant to speak up with a new idea or some really important feedback. Okay, so let's move from the boardroom to the break room for a minute. Now we're going to explore the other side of the coin, the fast, kind of messy, but incredibly powerful world of informal communication. This is the kind of communication that just happens. It's totally natural. It's the human side of work that pops up from our social connections. It is completely spontaneous, has zero structure, and it follows the lines of friendship, not the org chart. Right. And it's often called the grapevine, which is a perfect name for it. Because just like a real vine, it twists and turns and grows in totally unpredictable ways, spreading information like wildfire through a company. And even in what seems like total chaos, there are actually patterns. Information can move in a single line from one person to the next, or it can be a gossip chain where one person is kind of the central broadcaster. But what's most common is the cluster chain. That's where one person tells a few trusted friends, who then go on and tell their own trusted circles, and so on and so on. The real power of the grapevine is its speed. It is lightning fast. It can get news across an entire company in hours, not days. It's also the social glue, It builds friendships and that feeling of being a team. And for any managers listening, it's an amazing way to figure out what people are really thinking. But here is the massive, obvious danger. Its greatest strength, that incredible speed, is also what makes it the perfect vehicle for rumors and half-truths. It's not always reliable. It's basically impossible to control. And if it's left to run wild, it can cause some serious confusion and conflict. So, we've walked through the official channels, and we've listened in on the grapevine. Now let's put them side by side and see how they really stack up against each other. This table really lays it all out, doesn't it? Formal is structured, informal is spontaneous. Formal is on the record, informal, poof, it's gone, no trace. Formal is slow but reliable, informal is blazing fast, but its reliability can be, let's say, variable. They really are, in a lot of ways, perfect opposites, but they both serve different and equally important purposes. So the big takeaway here isn't about picking one over the other, not at all. A healthy, effective workplace doesn't run on just memos, and it doesn't run on just gossip. It absolutely needs a dynamic balance of both. Honestly, here's the best way to think about it. Formal communication gives you the skeleton, the structure, and the accountability that a company needs to function. But informal communication, That provides the pulse, the culture, the relationships, the real-time feedback that makes an organization actually feel alive. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. In your own work, when should you send that official, buttoned-up email, and when is a quick, informal chat actually the better tool for the job? Because mastering the flow between both of these worlds, that's what truly makes a great communicator.